This is Bone Chillers to disturb your dreams. Dare to join us? Click subscribe, ring the bell. But remember, we cannot guarantee your safety from the nightmares that await. Prepare to be thrilled, chilled, and filled with a sense of dread you'll find nowhere else. Welcome to the darkness. We've been waiting.
Mississippi descent. Along the undulating curves of the Mississippi River in Illinois, under the eerie glow of a crescent moon, the water's surface rippled with a malevolent energy. For years, a demon had used the river as a conduit, siphoning its force to spread a plague of evil across the land. The waters that once provided life and connection now bore darkness and despair. Eleanor, a witch with a profound bond to the river's ancient spirit, sensed the river's agony. An ethereal calling guided her to the water's edge. Arrayed in a robe of shimmering blues, her silver hair dancing in the chill breeze, she peered into the depths, her eyes reflecting the river's torment. "I hear your cries, Ancient One," she whispered. "Your purity shall be restored." With a staff of oak in hand, inscribed with symbols of old, Eleanor called upon the river's spirit. The wind howled as a swirling vortex of water rose before her, revealing the spectral form of the river's soul now tainted by darkness. "A demon," it spoke in a voice like the whispering winds. "It desecrates my depths, drains my essence. I will quell this malevolence," Eleanor vowed. She stepped into the vortex, her form enveloped in an ethereal embrace. Her physical body dissolved into an astral existence, and she plummeted into the spirit realm of the river. Here, the verdant valleys of the river's banks morphed into a labyrinth of shadows. Eleanor navigated the terrain, her form gliding like a phantom, her essence intertwined with the currents of the river's spiritual energy. Yet amidst the flow, a sinister force clawed against the tide, discordant and vile. Eleanor followed this sinister thread, descending further into the abyss. In the nether realm, a horrific entity manifested, a creature of abyssal malice, its form a chaotic maelstrom of seething darkness and eyes aflame with loathing. It sensed Eleanor's presence, sending tendrils of oblivion to ensnare her essence. "You shall not hinder my dominion," it hissed, a voice like the shattering of glass. The demon conjured a tempest, a whirlwind of oblivion seeking to extinguish Eleanor's light. Yet Eleanor's spirit was one with the river's ancient might. She summoned its currents, forging a bastion of resplendent water, a shield against the oncoming onslaught. Waves crashed against shadows as a maelstrom engulfed the realm, a tempestuous ballet echoing the eternal struggle of light and darkness. "You cannot prevail," Eleanor's voice echoed. "The river's essence shall wash away your stain." Amidst the torrent, Eleanor channeled the river's primordial force into her staff, a beacon of luminescence in the abyss. She conjured a tidal onslaught, torrents of ethereal water cascading towards the demon. "No!" the abomination wailed as the tides engulfed its form, a deluge purging its existence, dissolving its shadow into oblivion. The tempest subsided, leaving the spiritual realm cleansed, the river's essence restored. In the mortal realm, Eleanor's form re-emerged upon the banks, the vortex receding into the tranquil waters. The river's spirit appeared before her, its form now luminous and serene. "You have freed me, guardian," it intoned. "The river's flow shall bear light once more." As the spirit dissipated into the ether, Eleanor watched the waters of the Mississippi, the ripples now a dance of light beneath the moon's caress. The river whispered thanks as it flowed onwards, a renewed sentinel against the shadows that sought to mar the land.
The Ohio River Demon. The sun dipped beneath the horizon, painting the Ohio River in hues of murky grey and dark blue. The tranquil surface, reflecting the dim light of the fading twilight, hid a sinister legend whispered about in hushed tones among the local communities. It was said that an ancient demon inhabited these waters, emerging at the world's quiet hours to claim the souls of the unsuspecting. The legend had proliferated through local community forums, social media groups, and websites focused on supernatural tales, accounts of seemingly possessed individuals exhibiting strange, chilling behavior after nights spent by the river's edge, unexplained disappearances, and sightings of a dark, unsettling figure near the water had all but confirmed the lore for many. Anne, a skeptic and newcomer to the small town, laughed off the warnings of the locals. She found peace in the quiet nights by the river, where she could escape from the mundanities and pressures of life. One fateful evening, as she sat on the cold rocks, gazing into the mesmerizing flow of the river, she felt a chill creep up her spine. She attributed it to the wind. But as the temperature dropped and the night grew darker, Anne realized that she should have heeded the warnings. The peaceful murmur of the river turned into whispers. The whispers grew louder, transforming into inaudible murmurings, as if a crowd had gathered around her. Panic-stricken and frozen, she saw the figure. It rose from the water, a towering shadow against the darkness, formless yet solid, with a palpable malevolence that pierced her very soul. The whispers reached a crescendo, now distinct voices uttering ancient incantations. The figure beckoned her. Despite her instincts screaming, Anne found herself drawn towards the abyssal figure. Each step felt heavier than the last. Her heartbeat echoed in her ears, drowning the murmurs that had filled the air. She was now inches away, staring into the void where the figure's face should have been, feeling an indescribable force pulling her soul into the abyss. She woke up in her bed, soaked in sweat. The vivid nightmare had her heart racing, and the dawn's light did little to calm her nerves. A dream, she convinced herself, nothing more than a manifestation of the local folklore, infecting her subconscious. The rational part of her mind clung to this, desperately dismissing the fading whispers still echoing in her ears. The days turned into nights, and despite her fears, Anne found herself drawn back to the river, compelled by a force beyond her understanding. The river's edge, where the water gently lapped at the rocks, seemed to call out to her, promising solace and oblivion. As the sun once again gave way to darkness, Anne stood by the river. The whispers returned, now a haunting lullaby, an eerie harmony of voices from the depths of the ancient waters. The figure rose, its shadowy form now familiar yet terrifying. The whispers called her name, beckoning her into the dark embrace. The water's edge crumbled under her feet, and as she fell into the cold depths, the whispers turned into screams. Anne's disappearance added to the growing list of unexplained vanishings, feeding the legend of the Ohio River demon. The stories continued to be shared, the warnings echoed throughout the community, and the river flowed, hiding the whispers within its depths, waiting for the next soul to claim. But Anne was not gone. Her physical form had merged with the shadows, her soul trapped in the abyss, condemned to join the chorus of whispers. Her voice now echoed in the night, a haunting melody, calling out to those who dared venture too close to the water's edge, as the figure rose from the depths, beckoning the next soul into the embrace of the Ohio River demon. A tale of caution, dismissed as myth, yet too real for those ensnared in the ancient trap, the legend of the Ohio River demon lived on, whispered about in the darkest nights when the water turned black, and the whispers rose from the depths, calling out to the unwary, leading them into the cold, dark embrace of the abyss.
The bewitching of Elkhorn. In the quiet town of Elkhorn, the past whispered through the rustling leaves and the creaking limbs of ancient trees. Here, history had been soaked in the blood of the accused, of witches who had met their end in the hallowed ground, now walked upon by their ignorant descendants. As the clock chimed midnight on a moonless night, a chill wind rattled the window panes. Within the heart of the woods, a solitary woman whispered forgotten incantations, her words intertwining with the whistling breeze. She was Hestia, the last living scion of a line unjustly persecuted. By the spirits of old and the blood that runs cold, let thine ancient wrongs unfold. Beneath her chant, the earth quivered, and the spectral forms of her ancestors rose, haunting visages twisted in agony, their eyes aglow with the fire of retribution. They beckoned Hestia to unleash the bound fury that yearned to ravage the lineage of their tormentors. The townsfolk of Elkhorn awoke to a dawning of dread. Crows blackened the once cerulean skies, their shrill caws piercing the silence. The river ran thick with shadows, its water turned to a vile ichor that poisoned the land. A pall of despair hung over Elkhorn, a blanket of darkness that choked the light. In the Jones household, young Timmy wilted like a flower plucked from the soil. His laughter, once a melodious hymn that danced through the corridors, was replaced by sobs and whispers of pain. His skin, marred by mysterious welts, bore the sigils of ancient wrath. his mother's desperate prayers drowned within the walls of despair that towered over Elkhorn. Across the lane, the O'Connells' cattle lay lifeless upon the cold earth, their eyes devoid of the spark of existence. The crops withered, ensnared by tendrils of darkness that slithered through the soil, a malevolent grasp that choked the lifeblood of Elkhorn. Amid the turmoil, whispers unfurled like tendrils of mist, coiling around the hearts of the townsfolk. The echoes of ancient sins reverberated through the shrouded abyss, a chilling call that heralded the awakening of bygone horrors. Hestia. The name dripped like venom from hushed lips, a spectre risen from the annals of forgotten legends. The tale of the witch who had escaped the grip of pyres now kindled the flames of despair within the hollow gaze of Elkhorn's inhabitants. Under the cloak of night, the elders gathered amidst the ruins of the ancient courthouse, where the spectres of their ancestors hovered, their spectral chains forged by the deeds of yore. The whispers of Hestia's vengeance murmured within the gusts that danced amidst the decay. As the elders uttered pleas to the heavens, the shadows coalesced, unveiling Hestia's ethereal form, her countenance adorned with the scars of her lineage. Her voice, a haunting lilt, echoed through the silence, weaving a tapestry of desolation. Behold the harvest of thine ancient sin, sown by the hands of treachery, reaped by the scythe of vengeance. In her wake the spirits of her ancestors rose, a maelstrom of ethereal flames that bathed Elkhorn in an infernal glow. They surged through the streets, their touch a torrent that swept away the vestiges of hope. In the abyss, Hestia's silhouette melded with the darkness, the sentinel of eternal night, the harbinger of the despair that would shroud Elkhorn in the embrace of shadows. In the midst of the tempest, as the wailings of the afflicted echoed through the abyss, a glimmer of light pierced the shroud. Amidst the ruins, where the whispers of the ancients murmured tales of redemption, Elkhorn's inhabitants gathered, their spirits intertwined in a tapestry woven by the threads of unity. With hands clasped amidst the chasm, their voices rose in a chorus that reverberated through the abyss, a harmonious resonance that shattered the chains of ancient wrath. The spectral flames that had ravaged the realms beyond now flickered amidst the gale, their ethereal forms dissipated within the embrace of light. Amidst the ruins, Hestia's countenance, now unmarred by the scars of her lineage, gazed upon the land healed by the balm of unity. Her ancestors' spirits, freed from the bondage of retribution, ascended upon ethereal wings, their silhouettes bathed in the luminescence of redemption. In the embrace of the abyss, where darkness and light intertwined, the bewitching of Elkhorn unravelled, a tapestry unwoven, leaving behind whispers of a forgotten tale, echoes of a melody that would dance amidst the whispering winds, a haunting lilt within the silence of a moonless night. The haunting of the Badlands. The sun dipped below the horizon, setting the jagged spires of the Badlands aflame with crimson light. The terrain, eroded by time, whispered forgotten tales, its crevices guarding the secrets of eons past. The haunting beauty of the landscape was marred by an unsettling stillness, a suffocating silence that hung over the rocks like a shroud. This was the new face of the Badlands of South Dakota, now cursed by a merciless demon with a craving for desolation. Amid the rugged cliffs lived Eileen, a witch and the ancient guardian of the land. She had felt the land's agony, sensed the creeks withering and the wind turned harsh and biting. The land groaned beneath the demon's reign, its essence siphoned away, leaving a barren wilderness in its wake. The demon's intent was clear, to drain the life of the Badlands, making it an uninhabitable expanse of desolation. Eileen, her spirit intertwined with the land, could not let the demon prevail. She ventured into the ravines, her journey lit by the ghostly glow of the Milky Way, the constellations guiding her path. She traversed the rocky labyrinth, the echoes of ancient whispers accompanying her descent into the abyss. Despite her resolve, the oppressive force of the demon's presence weighed upon her soul, its darkness seeking to snuff out the light within her. She reached the chasm's heart, where the demon's blight was strongest, the land scarred and lifeless. A forgotten altar lay there, remnants of a time when ancient beings, both benevolent and malevolent, roamed the earth. Eileen's heart thudded against her chest, her breath mingling with the chill air as she approached the altar. With whispered incantations and a sacrifice of her own blood, she summoned the spirits of the land, imploring their aid. The air quivered as forgotten spirits arose, their ethereal forms dancing like flames in the night. They spoke of a sealed pact, of a betrayal that unleashed the demon upon the Badlands. The land, they whispered, had borne the brunt of cosmic vendettas, its beauty marred by the scars of ancient battles. Eileen, with the spirit's guidance, would unearth these buried tales, wielding them as weapons against the demon. Guided by the spirits, Eileen journeyed through the abyss, her path illuminated by the spectral glow of their light. They led her to the demon's lair, a realm of shadows within the land's depths. There the demon lay, its form a swirling vortex of darkness, draining the essence of the Badlands, leaving only decay in its wake. Eileen, armed with the ancient stories and the spirit's might, confronted the beast. A tempest raged as they clashed, the land trembling beneath their fury. The demon, armed with the darkness of the cosmos, sought to engulf Eileen within its abyss. Yet the spirit's light shielded her, their whispers fortifying her soul. Amid the storm, Eileen unsealed the old tales, releasing their potent energies. The echoes of ancient pacts and betrayals swept through the abyss. The energies of eons past binding the demon. It writhed, its darkness waning beneath the onslaught of ancestral power. The spirits, now vindicated, banished the demon from the Badlands, its abyssal realm shattered, freeing the land from its icy grip. Eileen, though victorious, bore the scars of the battle, her essence intertwined with the land's agony and triumph. The Badlands, liberated from the demon's blight, would heal in time, its crevices blooming with life once more. The spirits, their duty fulfilled, would guard the land, watching over the ravines and cliffs, keepers of the ancient tales that lay buried within. Eileen's journey had ended, her spirit becoming one with the Badlands, her essence woven into its tapestry. She would linger as a guardian, her spirit a beacon of light amid the rocks, safeguarding the land against the cosmos's dark abyss. Amid the jagged spires of the Badlands, her whispers would echo, a reminder of the ancient tales and battles that shaped its stunning expanse, a sentinel against the haunting shadows that sought to claim it.
The Smurl Haunting. In the quaint town of West Pittston, Pennsylvania, a malevolent presence stirred within the Smurl household. The air was thick with tension, and whispers of evil passed through the quiet lanes of the town. The Smurl family, unaware of the ordeal that awaited them, moved into a charming double-block home, eager to start a new chapter of their lives. But as they settled, a nightmarish saga unfolded, turning their dream into a living horror. The first instance was subtle, a disturbing noise in the dead of night. A scratching sound echoed through the hallways, stirring the Smurls from their peaceful slumber. The family dismissed it as mere rodents, but the events that followed would send shivers down the spines of the bravest souls. One fateful evening, as darkness enveloped the landscape, the Smurl's dog, a gentle creature, transformed into a beast possessed, snarling and barking at the shadows that danced upon the walls. Frightened whispers filled the house as ominous thuds resonated through the corridors, mingling with the lament of an unseen entity. The Smurl family, now gripped by fear, noticed grotesque, foul smells permeating their home, an ungodly stench that defied explanation. Darkness seemed to seep from the very walls, casting an eerie pallor over the household, and objects moved with a sinister mind of their own, painting an eerie tableau of supernatural dread. Despite the sanctity of the holy symbols that adorned their dwelling, an evil beyond comprehension defiled their abode. Desperation drew them to seek the expertise of Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators. With trepidation laced in their hearts, the family watched as the Warrens embarked upon a chilling exploration of the haunted corridors. The clairvoyant Lorraine, with a shudder, affirmed the presence of a powerful demon, its essence woven into the very foundation of the house. As nights turned into an endless abyss of horror, the Smurl family, enveloped by the malevolent embrace of the demon, witnessed an escalation of the haunting. The chilling sound of an ancient, cryptic language echoed through the walls, breathing life into the shadows that slithered with malevolent grace. The home, now a puppet to the diabolical force, unveiled a macabre spectacle, binding the family in a torturous realm. The Warrens, armed with the arsenal of faith and determination, waged a war against the unyielding darkness. Sacred chants resonated within the cursed walls, battling the cacophony of the abyss. Holy water graced the tainted abode, a beacon amidst the tempest of evil. But the demon, entrenched in its sinister dominion, retaliated with a ferocity that shattered the boundaries of reality. Ethereal chains of despair ensnared the souls of the Smurl family, plunging them into the depths of their darkest nightmares. The spectral visage of the demon emerged from the abyss, its malevolence bleeding into the realms of the living, defying the sanctified arsenal of the Warrens. In the epicenter of this cosmic duel, the fabric of existence trembled, as hope and desolation danced in a macabre ballet. The Smurl family, their spirits shattered, clung to the vestiges of their faith, a beacon amidst the onslaught of darkness. As the climactic confrontation spiraled into the abyss, a divine intervention pierced the shrouds of despair. The ethereal chains shattered, releasing the ensnared souls from the demon's grasp. The maelstrom of darkness receded, banished by the radiant embrace of the celestial light. With the demon's exodus, a serene calm blanketed the Smurl household, expelling the spectral shadows that had tainted their abode. The family, their spirits mended by the divine embrace, embarked upon a journey of healing, the scars of their ordeal woven into the tapestry of their existence. The Smurl haunting, its echoes resonating through the annals of history, unraveled a tale steeped in horror and redemption. The Smurl family, fortified by their ordeal, transcended the abyss, their souls forever enshrined in the celestial cosmos. A testament to the eternal duel between light and darkness, the haunting in West Pittston, Pennsylvania, weaved a macabre narrative that echoed through the corridors of time, a chilling reminder of the spectral shadows that lurk within the realms of existence. The house, its walls now silent, stood as a monument to the ethereal odyssey, its legacy enshrined in the whispers of the wind that danced amidst the shadows of the quaint town. Note: the actual events of the Smurl haunting, as reported in newspapers and books, may vary from this fictional representation. This is a fictional horror story inspired by the premise provided and should be treated as such.
Thank you for watching, and remember, the darkness awaits. Until our paths cross again, stay fearful and stay subscribed.